Hey Gearheads, and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Corey.
I'm Holly.
And this is the brand new 2025 Kia Carnival MPV in the new hybrid trim. We're at the Chicago Auto Show, and in this video, we're going to take you on a quick tour. Stay tuned. All right, Gearheads, yes, we are at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show where Kia unveiled this, my happy place. This is the 2025 Kia Carnival, and per usual, we'll start under the hood because what is under the hood of this one is something special. Yes, they still offer the V6. That is something that has not gone away in the minivan segment. And yes, Kia doesn't want us calling this a minivan. They want us calling it an MPV. But what makes this one special is the 1.6 liter turbocharged engine. And yes, you can see the word hybrid across the top. First, let's talk about that V6. It's the same carryover 3.5 liter V6, making 287 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, paired to an 8-speed automatic transmission, sending power to the front wheels. But this model, being the hybrid, comes with the 1.6 turbo hybrid engine and a 54 kilowatt motor, 6-speed automatic transmission for a total power output of 242 horsepower and 271 pound-feet of torque. So that is actually more torque and slightly less horsepower than you get from that naturally aspirated V6. I really think this is the Carnival to get, because one of the big criticisms of the old one, of the one with the V6, was it was just plain thirsty. Don't have official numbers on this one yet, but this is the one to get. More torque, nearly same horsepower, better fuel economy. I've liked this 1.6 turbo setup in other vehicles that we've tested from them. But Holly, do you want to talk about styling? You want me to talk about styling? We can kind of play off of one another here. But we do have a new updated face of this one. What are your thoughts?
I do like the new front end of the Kia Carnival. You have these fun lights that go down the side.
You know what they call them?
I thought they looked like lightsabers, but I'm sure that's not it.
So they call them the star map lighting. They're putting this on all their vehicles because there are different constellations, unnamed constellations in the sky. I know you would like that because of your time in college doing astronomy.
Yes.
But yes, it's their star map lighting. All amber running lights on all of their vehicles now. Bless you, babe.
Sorry,
Bless you.
excuse me. Yeah, but then you have the nice grill at the front that Kia's been kind of doing on their cars, and then the Kia on the front that I really like, the new Kia badge.
You know what this reminds me of? And
what?
It's what they're going for. They just updated the Kia Sorento for 2024. This has, as near as makes no difference, the exact same face. They want buyers to think that this is an SUV. That's why they call it an MPV. Give it initials, makes it cooler than a minivan. It seems to be working because they say of MPVs, of minivans, this has the most Gen Z buyers. This has the youngest average buyer for MPVs. Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Kia was quite proud of that.
Coming down the side of the Kia Carnival, it really still does not scream minivan to you. However, one of my favorite features of minivans that this one also has,
power sliding doors.
Power sliding
You jump in the gun, babe. You're moving back. You're giving them. Don't look. Don't look.
Surprise! No.
Yeah. Ooh. The interior is supposed to be a surprise. It's one of my favorite things about it. But yes, to your point, it's very square, very boxy. Kind of back up. Give them a full shot here, babe, because like very linear design cues on this one. Very boxy shape, which we know boxy is in. The Kia Telluride is a sales phenom. and they're looking to capitalize on some of that boxy styling here with the MPV. The profile really hasn't changed too much for 2025. We still get this metallic look sail panel right here and dark trim throughout. We get new black wheels. Kia does do fun stuff with their wheels. They have the most unique wheel designs in the business. You can see they're wrapped in two 35/55 or 19-inch Continental cross-contact tires. So nice to know we get a brand name that I recognize, not Kumo or something like that. But yes, very boxy styling, and I like that a lot. And then yes, to your point, very cool, interesting touches down the side. As we come around to the back, that star map lighting,
the lightsabers.
yes, the lightsabers back here in the back.
Especially back here, they look like they're fighting.
Yes, the Duel of the Fates playing in the background, I think. But this does get an updated rear end as well. Again, star map lighting, all LED lighting back here. Let me know your thoughts on this back end styling. It's not my favorite. It's not terrible, but it's not my favorite. I don't know, something about this panel just looks a little off about me. I'm not a designer. I'm not criticizing it. I know it takes a lot of work to make a vehicle, especially a mid-cycle refresh, because you're working through some parameters that were pre-established. Just, I don't know, something's off.
Other than the lights, it's just kind of maybe a little
blah, meh,
boring. But I think they're trying to go for sleek, stylish, not over styled.
Yeah, definitely. And you can see this is the hybrid version, hybrid electric vehicle. That's how you know. We get the new font back here. When this was first introduced, we had that cursive font. They're doing this new font on all their vehicles. We do have a rear view camera with an exterior mounted camera, rear view camera mirror with an exterior mounted camera. I know Toyota has started putting them behind glass, and some other automakers have put them behind glass. So just be aware of this. You may have to clean it a little more frequently than you would expect. This does have Kia's smart key system where you can program it to open up when you are just standing back here, but we don't have the keys. But I just want to show you, minivans are so incredibly practical because of how much space is in them. You do not get this from an SUV. This rides on the same platform as the Telluride. This has way more space than a Telluride in it because minivans are lower. Their one design flaw is also their one design benefit. Tons of space in here. So yes, lots of space for bodies or luggage, whatever the case may be. But it is very easy to fold and store the rear seats back here, which just pull of one lever, and then you can fold the flap down, and that completely kind of covers that entire system, giving you tons of space in here. We'll talk more about those back seats here in just a little bit, but then getting them back into place is a two-step process, but still very easily done. And now you've got just all kinds of space back here. The hatch opens nice and wide. I'm 5'10", plenty of space up here above my head, just over 6 feet opening. I do think in our garage, this might open a little too wide, but I am sure this is a programmable hatch. So you've got that working for you. Now, babe, why don't we take a pause and hop inside and show them my favorite part, because Kia is definitely coming for me with this model. Y'all may have already seen it when she opened the doors, but let's go inside. As we move to the inside of the 2025 Kia Carnival, this is the SX Prestige. And if you know anything about me right now, this interior was made for me. Absolutely 100%. They are coming for me. They want me as a buyer. Can you tell them what it is, babe?
It is the navy and white accents.
The navy blue, just, they won me over with that. We'll start here on the door and work our way inside. We do have some gloss black, which isn't my favorite, but we have a two-person position driver's seat with memory. All your window controls right here with express up-down. Really like that a lot. And then we get some padding here in the door rest, a very big opening. A lot of storage down here. Coming to the seats, multi-way power driver's seat with four-way lumbar. I really like that. And then yes, these light cream, almost white seats, trimmed in navy, contrasting stitching. They're absolutely coming for me. These are heated, they are ventilated, they are very nice. But I'm gonna come in and get away from all the noise out there and show you just how quiet this vehicle is. Isn't it nice and peaceful in here?
It's nice and peaceful in here, but I can tell you one thing I already hate.
Yes.
And you already mentioned it.
Oh, the gloss black. There is a lot of it.
Okay, and let me just put this in perspective. Like, this car is being cleaned often here at the car show, and you can see dust, you can see fingerprints, and
yeah.
And this is meant to be a family vehicle that you ride with a bunch of people
and do car trips.
Car trips and soccer trips and
all right.
I hate that.
We'll start over my left knee. You've got your brightness, you've got your tow mode, you've got your traction control. Not a lot over here. I like that. It's very nice. All your lighting controls are here on this stalk. All your wiper controls are on this stalk. And then as we peer behind the navy blue steering wheel, we get dual 12.3-inch screens. Kia is leaning in heavy to this. They're changing all their vehicles to a full digital layout. I know that is not your favorite. I know it is simpler for the manufacturer. It's cheaper. It's less moving parts. But to your point, Holly,
what happens when it breaks?
Kia does have one of the best warranties in the business, 10 years, 100,000 miles. So they will cover it. It's just the inconvenience if that does happen. We do have paddle shifters for the 6-speed automatic here in this hybrid version on the back of the steering wheel. All your typical controls here. And it does look like we do get a head-up display in this one as well.
Yes,
the massive navy blue dashboard right here.
That's one of the features I wanted to talk about is the head-up display, because this head-up display looks, it's very intuitive, but it's also customizable. So you can make it show what you want, even down to the directions up on the head-up display, which is really nice and a premium feature in a lot of luxury vehicles.
Yes, and here we have it in the Kia Carnival. Now, you mentioned something that you don't like up front. Viewers of the channel for a long time will see something I despise in Kia vehicles. Can you guess what it is? Kia, why do you keep giving us this garbage right here? We do have dual zone climate controls, but this is a dual function LED screen, OLED screen that you have to toggle between your climate controls and your infotainment controls. I don't like it. I think it is dumb. I think it is unnecessary, because now you've got all this wasted space right up here that could be your infotainment controls.
Collecting dust and fingerprints.
Like it saved nothing. It saved nothing. I know simplicity, whatever, but you put it in the K5, you put it in the EV6, you put it in the Sportage, you've put it in the Seltos, you keep putting it in vehicles. Stop it. Just stop it. I appreciate it's not in the Telluride, it's not in the EV9, but here we get it in the Carnival. It is the one major letdown for me in this vehicle. There's a lot of good that we haven't even gotten to yet, but that's a letdown for me.
Okay, rant over. Look, does this not remind you of anything?
Actually, it more than what I think you're going for. It reminds me of some Genesis products, but also the Grand Wagoneer. It just feels very premium, and there is some backlighting into this, but yes.
I would have loved to have this texture here.
Yeah, it would have looked a whole lot better up there. And then very massive oversized cup holders for Stanley cups.
For Stanley cups.
Yep. All your controls here for your heated and ventilated seats, heated steering wheel, parking button, parking camera button.
Love that.
Don't love this. 2 poverty buttons here on what is supposed to be the top trim of this vehicle. Not quite sure why we have 2 blanks here. What options don't we have? Is it because we're in the hybrid? I don't know, but just a couple blinks here. Qi wireless charger right here, a little bit of storage here, all rubberized, so nice and quiet. USB-C ports up here as well, so that's a cool touch. Very large glove box. It is damped. Quite a bit of storage in here. Storage is lacking just a little bit in the doors, but you've got this little tray here. Decent sized center console. I would have
liked to have a tray here.
Yeah, Yeah.
That's okay.
The doors don't have a lot of storage in them, but we do have this little lip for grabbing the door when it's wide open. So that's a nice touch. Up here, you've got all your controls for your dual skylights up above us, which up above us, we just have a standard size sunroof with a manual shade. But back over the back seats, we have another sunroof back there. And we'll talk more about that when we get into the back seat. We have plenty of headroom.
I have plenty of headroom.
You're 5 foot, I'm 5'10", plenty of headroom even with the sunroof. Any more thoughts before we move further back?
No, the seats are very comfortable.
Yes,
though.
they are.
Very nice and comfortable.
All right, let's pop into the back seat, because that's not only where Tucker would want to ride, I think it's probably where I'd want to ride if we took a road trip in this one.
Right.
All right, as we come to the back doors, we do have, as Holly showed you earlier, power sliding doors, multiple ways to get back here, but oh, there she is. She is very comfortable in the captain's chairs here in the second row.
Look, my feet don't reach.
Oh, yeah?
My foot's like dangling here.
We can talk about a lot of that because these seats are very, very adjustable. And we'll get into all that here in just a moment. Before I sit down, I did want to show you the child seat tethers. We could put Tucker's child safety seat in here very easily.
In both
but we've
seats, yeah.
got some controls here. We've got some controls on the insides of the seats. We'll talk about that here in a second. We've got screens on the backs of the front seats. Lots to talk about, but I'm going to go ahead and pop in, get away from all the auto show noise, and close my power sliding door. There are multiple ways to close it, including a button right there. I can pull the handle. I can do a lot of things to get this to close. There's even a button up front. These are heated and ventilated second row seats.
You've got the buttons right there.
And then
cup holders in the doors.
Yeah, we've got sunshades built into the sides. We do have, as you said, it's very dark in here. Cup holders down here, map pockets back here, cup holders back here, power back here. What do we have hidden behind the purse?
Just a little
bit
cubby
of
hole.
storage. And then we've got USB-C power ports on the backs of the front seats. No hooks back here to hook a wire, but we've got an HDMI input, USB-C input, and this is a very chauffeur-friendly vehicle because I can move the front seat out of the way for you there in the second row. You can sprawl out and get very comfortable back here, and there are a lot of things you can do, including the lean back recline mode. You'll have an ottoman pop out from underneath here. I do believe that is right here on the side. All the controls for these power seats are here on the side of the vehicle. Sorry, babe. But yes, and like I said, we can make it a little more comfortable for you.
There we go.
Right there. How is that for you? How would you like to ride in the back of this vehicle?
I'm going to take a nap.
On a road trip, yes. And on top of that, did I mention heated and ventilated seats? Like, you are in first class right now. You've got this opening sunroof. This glass panel opens to let air in back here, which is a nice touch. You've got ceiling mounted vents back here with controls right over here on the passenger side. I've got a vent right here. We've got the controls for the glass roof right here. Do you know what this is?
That where you could watch the kids in the back seat.
Yep, there's a camera to watch kids in the back seat. So all kinds of comfort and convenience stuff. I'm gonna move your purse again because we're not done talking about trick features of this seat just yet, because they slide side to side. They don't slide a bunch, maybe a couple inches, but we can be side by side now and ride very comfortably back here. And again, 14+ inch screens on the backs of both front seats. We could watch a movie. We could have a date night back here.
Ooh, so fancy.
Even while in motion on the road, but I too can lean back and get comfortable. I'm not going to put my ottoman out because the driver's seat does not move forward quite like the passenger seat does, but oh yeah, I could get used to this. And this glass roof is even bigger than the panel up front. Like I said, it does open. We've got controls for it right there. It is very cool, very nifty. This is the best second row in any vehicle. I think,
yeah.
that we've tested. There are some luxury vehicles, the Lexus LX. We haven't tested the premium luxury version of that, but here we are in a Kia. This thing is very premium, very upscale, and we haven't even talked about that third row of seats just yet. So we've got even more seating in the back of this. Let's move the position of these seats around more like they would be, and we'll pop back into that third row. All right, Holly, we have discovered a downside of these second row seats. With all the focus on second row comfort, access to the third row is a little bit limited. We haven't found a lot of ways to get back there, but we do have them slid as far apart as possible now. And we're gonna have Holly demonstrate one way to get back there. You can manually slide the seat forward, or you can climb in between them, and we'll do that as I get the seat prepared. Oh, yeah, you let it loose.
There you go. I'll let it loose.
There's so many customizable things on this, but yeah, now she's sitting behind herself in the third row. That's one way to get back there. You can see we do have manual controls here for sliding it forward and back and inside and out, but even sliding it in doesn't really give you the best view or the best path inward here, especially with the armrests on both sides. You can see here, we've got all the controls on the side to move the seat forward, backward, to lean the seat forward, just to do all the things with it, aside from sliding it forward and back. So I'm gonna give myself as much room as I can. I've already got it slid as far forward as I can.
Hey, look at this.
I know, we've got sunshades back here in the third row. And, now I got back here. I'm back here. We're back here now. We're committed. You do have to put these headrests up to be comfortable back here, but it's not a bad third row.
No.
Getting back here was a little difficult, but my knees are not under my chin, which I like. We still get ceiling mounted vents. You already pointed out the sunshades on the sides.
There's a phone.
Yeah,
Abby.
you've got your phone.
Sort of. I don't think it's not.
Yeah. You can do a lot of things here with storage. You get a USB-C port back here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put my shade up, which is really nice. I get some light back here, which this vehicle's not powered on because we're at the show. And then we do have the top tether for the child seats back here, but you can see there are no like quick access buttons. I guess we can pull this lever as a way to get out, but not a lot of functionality. But you've got plenty of room sitting behind this seat currently. That seat has plenty of room because of how we have it configured. Again, here, let's see. This is what I look like, how comfortable I am. My knees are not under my chin. I'm fairly comfortable back here. I can't pull that seat back because it's all power and it's gonna take forever, I think, just to get this situated how it would. But overall, a very comfortable back seat, especially a seat that folds flat into the floor. Sure. I guess you had brought up a good point. I should let you fold these into the floor. We'll wrap up back outside the vehicle, give our final thoughts out there.
Perfect.
All right, Holly, let's give it the mom test for the back seats back here. First of all, how easy is it to open the hatch? Very easy. All right. How easy is it to put these third row seats down into the floor? Give us a quick demo.
We'll give it a try.
Yep.
Second one.
Kind of does everything for you. And then you can pull that flap if you don't want crumbs falling in there. But we've got those second row seats kind of moved forward on us right now. You've got tons of space back here. They do claim some of the best cargo space in the industry in MPVs.
Almost.
No, because, yeah, there you go. 5 foot right there.
5 foot.
Because those second seats are so customizable and comfortable, like airline seats, they don't remove, you can't remove them. So that is a hindrance if you're looking to use this for cargo. But still, tons of space, nearly 5 foot of space in there. How easy are they to put back up?
Let's give it a try.
Pull that same handle, flop them into place, and then seat back into place, locked, good to go. Back, and
there we go.
And then you notice something on the seat backs right now that I'm gonna come in and show. Bag hooks for if you're going grocery shopping. You've got a few bags back here that you don't want rolling around. So very nice, very customizable.
You also have, if you can zoom in here, a couple of little cubbies here as well. on the
It's very
side.
dark back here. Very,
Yeah.
very dark. But yes, a couple cubbies for storing more stuff back here in the back. But Holly, what are your final thoughts of the Kia Carnival MPV? This is the last one that we have not done an extensive test on here on the channel. But thoughts?
I want to love it, and it's really easy, but getting into the third row is very difficult, and maybe that's just something we haven't figured out how to do. Surely it
Yes.
is not as difficult as we made it.
But I'm very interested to drive this one, being the new hybrid model. Very interested in riding in this one because of those comfortable second seats.
Yep.
Very much looking forward to getting one of these. I'm going to be begging Kia to send us one of these because, I mean, what better family vehicle is this? And as Tucker gets older, he would really come to appreciate those second row of seats. That is about it for us here at the Kia Carnival, the 2025 Kia Carnival at the 2024 Chicago Auto Show. If you want to see more from Holly, go find her Facebook and Instagram at Female Consumer. You can find all things GT Garage Talk at GT Garage Talk, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, YouTube at GT Garage Talk, or you can go to gtgaragetalk.com. But as for us, with the 2025 Kia Carnival MPV, until next time, gearheads, bye.